I was with Wyatt the other night, and Charlie wasn't with us, so we could watch a movie that like a nerdy
the
movies
movie.
change when Charlie's not around. You know what I mean?
Like not Mean Girls. Now
a whole genre opens up. So I'm like,
now you're watching Interstellar.
Yeah, exactly. That was what we were choosing between. We were choosing between Interstellar and Inception.
Oh, okay.
And because he's like a science kid, he loves science so much, and I said you'll love Inception. Like you'll just
he's never fucking seen Inception.
No.
How old is he?
He's 14.
What a loser.
Right. Because all you ever do is what did you say? Loser?
Nothing. No, I didn't say anything.
Did you say loser?
No. I said what a blessing that he's watching it with his father. So what happened?
But he just stopped the movie he's such a science nerd that he stopped the movie every 10 minutes.
He stopped Inception to what?
To tell me about it. To tell me his own theories on the dreams and how they could extract the dreams better. It's a 2.5-hour movie. It took us 4 hours to finish.
Wait, he stopped the movie to put his own twist on
to put
what was already written in the movie?
Yeah, like how they could have like done it another way. Stuff like that.
He's like watching, he's like, yeah, this isn't going to work. The synthesizer doesn't add up with the molecular.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He was like filming a reacts video to Inception.
He's like a proper nerd, right, Jay?
It's unreal. It's because we're not like that. Marty's not like that. I'm not like that. And Charlie's not like that. Charlie's like fun TikTok girl.
Does he say things that are actually smart, or does he just sound like he just found mushrooms?
I'm too stupid to know if what he's saying is smart or not. I took him to Nick Uhas once.
The scientist.
The scientist.
And he said that he was super intelligent.
He said he had some good theories. I mean, whatever. He broke a glass one night at like 12 o'clock at night, and I got really upset. So then the next day I had a whole night where I just watched Inception with him.
Oh, I thought he had a theory on the broken glass. I thought that's where you're going to go into. Be like, Dad, it's actually not broken. Can I tell you why? Like, I thought it was going to be like that. I would have punched my kid in the face.
Yeah,
and then be like, your nose actually isn't broken. You know why? That's really interesting. My favorite theory is it's not really a theory, but it's when two things are coming towards each other that they never actually ever touch because the distance between them is always getting cut in half. So
like Reggie's dream.
No, not. But do you know what I mean? Like if your fingers are from here to here, halfway is here, halfway is here, halfway is here, and you're always going halfway. So technically, they never ever touch, because that doesn't add up? There's always a half of a number. So how are they touching?
This is super nerdy, but like your cells and your atoms and molecules are made up of things that aren't touching. Like the electron's not touching the proton, not touching the neutron. They're all revolving in empty space. 90% of everything is empty space, but we're still like everything's solid.
That's what I'm saying.
It makes no sense.
Isn't that fucking crazy that your fingers are never touching?
Like when you touch your fingers together, that it's just there's actually space in between everything.
I mean, it's crazy that like our I think it's crazier what Mike's saying.
Is there space between everything, or does our math just not add up?
No, if you zoom in on a fucking atom, nothing is touching. It's all like it's like the solar system. Like the sun is in the middle and all the planets are like not touching, but if you zoomed out, it would look like.
This is what I love about this podcast. I mean, from locked doors to open minds. It really is. You get the best of both worlds here.
To squeezing your dick so you don't come, to meeting Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, the question is, are you really squeezing your dick? Because there is space between your fingers and your penis.
Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton have reportedly been in prenup talks for months. Dave, would you ever get a prenup?
Yeah, I think so. I guess
I got asked to sign a prenup.
What did you say?
I said no.
With your ex-wife?
Yeah.
Whoa, she asked you to sign a prenup?
Yeah. Yeah, her dad sent me one, and I was like, I'm not signing this.
Wow, what did she say? She's
like, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
And you were great. You didn't take anything.
No, I didn't.
Just that toaster.
Just the lawn chairs.
Oh, the lawn chairs you took. And I remember we've talked about this on the podcast before. Jason's lawyer was literally like, yo, you could take like fucking half this shit. Like she lives in a nice house. And Jason was literally like, I'm good.
No, her lawyer said that to me.
Oh, her lawyer said that?
Yeah, I didn't have a lawyer.
Oh, my.
When you got divorced, her lawyer said to you, you're being like a fucking idiot right now. You can take half the stuff.
I was in there and he put the papers over and he was like all ready for a fight. And I was like, here, just give me the papers. I'll just sign it. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And then he called her outside, and he was like, is this some kind of weird move that he's doing? She was like, no, he's fucking crazy.
That's like a power move.
No, it's not. It is not a power move.
No, it is because you're like you want her to be your own man. You're like, fuck it.
It's like a dignity thing.
Yeah.
It's not
It's a
really.
dignity
That's
thing.
what I
Yeah, it's
meant.
like I don't want your stuff. I'd rather leave my dignity, and I don't own any of this because you paid for all of it. It's that kind of a move. But yeah, no, I guess you're right. I think like the bold me right now would say I'd be cool with signing a prenup, but I think like the lovey-dovey and like the pushover me and like the insecure me would go, no, we're not signing a prenup. Like
Right.
this is
And
either
love changes everything.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
it's gotten
that's
that.
what I'm saying. If I was actually in love and my girlfriend was like, or my wife was like, let's sign a prenup. And to be fair, if I was in love, I would never ask. Now that I'm thinking about it, I would never ask my wife and be like, let's sign a prenup.
wouldn't?
Fuck no, bro. When I'm in love, I'll fuck. You can literally ask me to dive into a tank of
You
piranhas.
hear that, ladies? Fucking come on in. Come
No,
get him.
When I'm in love, I'm like fuck. I'm like delusional. Like I'm like not there.
Bro, a ton of
Yeah, you might be in love, but they might not be in love.
No, I know that.
a ton of girls that are listening to this just went, oh,
Cha-ching,
my.
And you're also the most easiest person to like fucking. You're gullible. You're really gullible. I'd be like, I'm in love with you. And be like, okay, here's all my money.
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty easy when it comes to that. But
Just marry Reggie.
huh? Just marry Reggie.
Reggie wouldn't.
Honestly, that would be a dream come true.
No.
Reggie, would you sign a prenup if David asked you?
Yeah, I actually don't want his money.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly.
That's what you have to say to David to make him feel okay with not signing the prenup. That's the magic words.
You just want his dick.
Yesterday, I was leaving the house, and Ilya was parked behind me, and Natalie, Reggie, and Ilya are watching a movie, and I go, yo, Il, can you move your car? I'm heading out. And I go to my car to sit, and I started waiting for him to come move it. I sit there for a solid 6 minutes. The dude doesn't fucking move his car.
It's more like
It was
15
like almost
minutes.
15 minutes.
It was a long time. I was sitting in this fucking car waiting for him to move his car. And I come back, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What did you say?
No, you were like, can you move your car? And I was like, oh, I thought you said, do you want to spar?
And I go, are you fucking with me? And he goes, yeah, I was fucking with you. He wanted to see how long it would take. He wanted to see how long it would take for me to come back.
You really didn't want him to leave.
yeah, I really was trying to hold him back.
I was like, whatever, I'm not going to get up and go back in. I'm sure he'll come out any second. I come back and he's sitting on the fucking couch asking if I want to spar.